You guys will never believe. I just choked on my saliva as I was speaking for like 2 hot minutes. I had to gather myself. So let's continue. Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Okay, so it seems as though you've actually been when it comes to your career, let's say, this seems as though you've been in this place where something that you put in a lot of time and energy into, a lot of maybe even years into, has completed itself, has ended or changed in some way. And it feels like for some of you, you may have you switch careers, or it was the end of a career, and this could be a career that you've been in for like years and years and years, but it feels like the time for that has come, the time for that has completed. It's because you're being led in a direction that is going to be your dream come true. Okay, so something that's lasting, I want to say something that's lasting more than what you've had before. So for some of you, I feel like maybe you've even been in a long-term relationship in the past, or you've been in a career for a very long time, and that has completed itself. You are now in a stage of your life where that I'm seeing you connecting with somebody, partnerships coming together, vibes that are feeling very good, is leading to something that is actually going to be lasting longer than what you've had before. Something's lasting longer. It feels like the end of a long-term relationship that leads to another long-term relationship, an even longer long-term relationship, or career. So yeah, it feels like something is really changing right now for the better. Tell me about this Two of Cups. Four of Pentacles. And the Three of Wands. So something is going in a way where it's you're expecting it to. Also, with this Three of Wands, it feels like you can feel something is coming. You can feel something is coming. You can feel something is happening. And you're witnessing it right now. You're witnessing the evolution of something, the evolution of yourself, the evolution of a love story in your life, of a connection, or even a friendship for some of you. And with this Four of Pentacles, you're in a place right now where it feels very much like you're stable, you're secure. You have, you're at a point where even if you don't have everything that you want, you're good. You know that you're good. You know that you can put food on the table. You know that you can, you know where your next meal is coming from. You have nice things around you. You can take care of yourself. You have a security net here. And it seems as though there is a growing process happening here. There's a lot of growth or ascension happening within your career and love. So something hasn't fully materialized yet. It may even be the beginning stages of something new, but it is ascending to something way more or bigger and happier than you even imagined. For some of you, I do see reconciliation. So a reconciliation happening with someone. Not for everyone, but there does seem to be a reconciliation happening for somebody here, where this time around there's some trust that's rebuilt. Love that gets stronger, love that gets deeper. Ten of Cups. You are gonna have your happily ever after. This is your sign. I also want to say, like, you're gonna get a clear sign or a clear signal from your guides. Tell me about this Ten of Cups. Okay. 555. We got the Star, Five of Cups and the Star. So healing is important right now, or you're in a space right now where there's something that you are maybe grieving and moving or walking through grief, so that there can be some sense of hope. I also see light in the background. The Star is that light at the end of the tunnel. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it feels like you're actually at this point where you've moved through the tunnel deep enough where you're starting to see the light breaking through. Tell me about the Hierophant. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Something feels like it's being received well on both ends. Something's being received well on your end and vice versa. Something's mutual, something is being reciprocated, and it feels like, yeah, you've met your counterpart. Or some of you are dreaming about your counterpart. I'm seeing persistence and learning right now, where you're in a space of learning, you're in a space of also like gaining more wisdom, learning along the way, and staying committed, staying consistent to your dreams right now. Feels like you have like your schedule is very structured, or your days feel very structured, and it's leading you to your Ten of Cups. Tell me about the Moon. The Moon is a mystery, so there's something that feels like it's hidden or is a mystery right now. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. And then we got Judgment reversed. So, confusion. Somebody is in a space right now where they're feeling a lot of confusion, and with this Judgment, it seems as though somebody is still learning something right now. Someone's still in the process of finding something out, or going through a moment where they realize what this is, or where this is actually leading. With this Knight of Pentacles, they're staying consistent or persistent. They're very persistent, and they're wanting to spend money on you, to make you feel secure or safe in some way. This feels like it's someone who has a really good career, maybe even a person with pets, but they're stable. And Page of Swords. Okay, so I see this person still kind of like testing the waters is what I'm picking up. Somebody's like testing the waters here, dipping their foot into the waters to check that there's no crocodiles, to check that the water is safe in a way. So someone's taking a cautious approach to you right now until they have this epiphany moment, or until they realize that this is safe, or that this is something that they can trust. So especially with trust being here, I feel like trust is slowly starting to be built right now on both ends. Okay, trust is being built. You're going to have some willpower at this time, or it's you practicing your willpower and determination to continue what you started, continue the process and trusting the process, continuing to follow your dreams right now, empowering yourself even when you feel doubtful, because you have a blessing on the other side. Yeah, Spirit is saying you're going to have to trust. You're going to have to trust them on this. I'm hearing even give God 30 days. Give God 30 days. Like some of you are needing to give something 30 days. Tell me about this trust. Healing. Yeah, healing is happening. Trust that something is being healed right now. Trust that a situation is being renewed in some way. Ten of Cups to completion. Something is being healed fully here. What about this beauty? Why beauty? Commitment. Some of you are committing to investing more in yourself, feeling like sexy or feeling beautiful, and committing to like making yourself feel good, maybe doing your makeup real nice, putting on some clothes that make you feel confident. There's something about like you feeling more confident within yourself, you committing to yourself, and your counterpart is actually matching that energy. I'm seeing mirrors here. Look at this. Two people. That's really interesting. Counterpart energy, mirroring energy, what you feel they feel. Your mind is very similar, or you think the same thing. There's definitely a mirroring happening here. I'm even seeing someone looking at themselves in a mirror, like mirror gazing. So strange. Maybe manifesting through mirror gazing would work, but who cares? I mean, 10 of Cups at this point is like, if it's working, it's working. If you have somebody in mind, think of them. Let's take a look and see how they feel. Okay, we're going to take the Four of Swords, the one that flipped out. Four of Swords. So as of right now, someone's contemplating something and feeling like they just need to rest and chill out right now. Yeah, the Star, healing. So whoever this counterpart is, they're in a process of healing. They're in a process of reflecting. Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. So this week, somebody seems to be in a space where they just need to rest. They just need to pause and sleep, nap. They're not really doing much, or they're not in this energy of wanting to do a lot. It feels like they're very much just trying to rest and restore themselves, and then pick up where something has left off. But this week it feels like they're closed off emotionally. Ace of Cups reversed. Someone's not fully opening up, or they're not in this space, in the mind space, to fully open up about something, because there seems to be a level of healing. The Five of Swords being here seems as though they're even maybe viewing you as potentially a challenge. There's some sort of challenge here. I'm not seeing eye to eye on something. Why the Five of Swords? Ten of Wands. Okay. Heavy. They're seeing you as moving on from something that is like very heavy. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, they're taking their time. They're showing up this week consistently, whether it be like through communication, but there seems to be an emotional distance from them. They're picking up on your energy, I want to say. Like someone's picking up on your heaviness, where they feel like you're moving on from something that's really heavy right now. So there seems to be some sort of distance right now. And not to say that they're not showing up, because they're showing up in some way here, where they're staying committed, they're staying consistent with some sort of routine that you two have created here. They want to put the work in. They want to, they want to put more time and more energy to this. It feels like this person is realizing, you know what, I'm gonna open up, but I just need more time. And if I want this to work, I do need to open up, but I want to do it in a way that's like slow, so that things don't feel so heavy or all at once. Okay. So I'm seeing the numbers 10, 18, 2, 10, 5. Those numbers could be synchronicities, special days, birthdays. The letters W, L, P, C, U, T, S are standing out. So those letters could be in your name or someone else's. Especially B. B could be really important, like a Barbara. I'm also hearing Melissa. Melissa, like a Jake or Jason. Sue, Susan. Okay, so it's really interesting because you two are both in this space of like, where have you been all my life? And if you're single, you're about to meet someone really soon, and about to feel like, where have you been all my life? This is like a love you out loud type of love, and trust is going to be built. It's going to be built over time, but this is just one of those things that you have to trust the process with. And it's going to be easy. Something about this feels like it's going to be easy. It's not going to be a struggle type of love, or it's not going to be, you're not going to feel like you don't know where you stand with this person. You're going to know where you stand, and vice versa. I see both of you being really reassuring of each other. There's a lot of deep emotions, a deep attraction, and a desire to be together for the long term. Like, this is very serious energy. Like, nobody is playing a game here. I like it. Yeah, there's a lot when it comes to love and relationships specifically. This has been coming out a lot. If you're in a work situation where you're wondering like what's happening, I see that you're going to get into another work situation that's going to be long term and is actually going to be a lot more fulfilling for you. You're going to feel happier. You're actually going to like your job. Okay, so with that said, this is what I'm picking up. If it did resonate, let me know. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye, Capricorn.